Level 1, Ancestry.
I looked at a couple of things here. Like, unfortunately, leshies have to be small. I
Yeah,
wanted I
I
wanted a
saw that.
medium leshy. I mean, I think large would also work if it was able to,
Yeah.
but it's unfortunately not. So the next best choice there would be Gorn. Yes, rare. So you got to talk to your GM about it, but they are intelligent plant people, and that works fairly well.
Boosts in Constitution and Free, speed of 25 feet, size of medium, hit points 8, languages a bunch, special low light vision, and photosynthesis. You gain nourishment from photosynthesis. You typically don't need to pay for food. If you go without sunlight for 1 week, you begin to starve. You can derive nourishment from specially formulated bottles of alchemical sunlight instead of natural sunlight. But these bottles cost 10 times as much as standard rations. Woof.
Yeah, but that's only if you don't have natural sunlight, right?
Yeah. So like underground campaigns and stuff.
Hmm. And that's 4 gold pieces or 40 silver.
40 silver.
I mean, 4 gold. That's pretty steep early on,
Yeah.
but later levels, not bad. Just a little correction here. You said a bunch of languages. They get Common and Sylvan, and then
Oh,
additional
additional language.
there.
It was a bunch of words.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just saw it. I like looked at the beginning, then looked at the middle. Was Aclo, Draconic, Elvish. I'm like, oh, okay, there's a bunch.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you are correct.
That'd be crazy.
It's 2 plus intelligence modifier, and those are
Yeah.
just the other ones are suggested.
So we're gonna go to class or background next.
Let's go background.
I was thinking bounty
Yep.
hunter. Bounty hunter. So I think for Rocket we did criminal,
Yeah.
but that's Dex or intelligence, and that doesn't really help Groot. So I thought similar vibe, or basically the same vibe. Go
Mm-hmm.
bounty hunter. You get trained in survival skill as well as legal lore skill, which is kind of funny. But you gain the experience tracker skill feat, and I think that's not unlike Groot, right? So I think that works out pretty well. And it's we get one to strength or wisdom.
So there's one that I might suggest, or two that I
Mm-hmm.
might suggest, because you do take Hefty Hauler later on.
Yeah.
There's Laborer, which gives you Hefty Hauler
Uh huh.
and gives
Yeah,
you
that frees up one
Athletics.
later.
It gives you Strength or Con. You spent years performing arduous physical labor, but there's also Planar Migrant Wood.
Planar migrant, I think, works better thematically than laborer.
Okay. Also gives you Athletics, gives you
Oh yeah.
Lore, and gives you
Whoa, it
Hefty
gives it
Hauler
and
and
prescient planner.
Prescient Planner. Yeah.
No wonder it's rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Because he
that's
does
definitely
come
a
from the Sovereign Planet, or Planet X is where he
yeah.
comes from, which is sovereigns, and they're all tree people, and he's actually the smallest. He's basically the runt.
I really need to look in the group because he's pretty cool.
He is,
Like that whole thing is pretty cool.
but he is actually what we're watching or what we're seeing in Marvel now is basically the third iteration of Groot.
Yeah.
Because he was originally created, then he was remade, I believe, sometime in the 80s,
Yep.
and then he was sort of been reworked since the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the
Yeah.
current seems to be the comics reflecting more his Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff.
Yeah. Which I like. I've seen a little bit of like the version before this,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty cool too. I like what they've been doing with Groot in MCU. Besides Teenage Groot, that was kind of annoying, but um,
Well, that's because
but
teenagers
besides
are
that,
annoying. So
well, yeah,
it seemed accurate.
it was on par. Yeah, so I think Planar Migrant would works pretty well. I think
Okay.
that's actually a better choice.
And gives us a couple of things we were wanting later.
Talk to your GM if he'll let you get that. That is kind of not OP, but getting 2 feats plus a skill training and 2 attribute boosts
Mm-hmm.
for one background. That's a lot, and a lower skill.
Yeah.
Very cool. Class.
Kineticist. I
Yep.
don't think there's really. Druid maybe gets you a little bit, but then you have to pick very specific spells, and then it's more limiting on what you actually want to do. I think Kineticist would get you the closest to what, at
Yeah.
least like the fantasy of Groot.
I think a lot of the wood kineticist impulses actually play really well into Groot's vibe, or at least way better than anything else would. Like just playing a marshal, you don't get any of those like cool powers that Groot would have. You know, very cool. Kineticist.
All
All
right.
right, moving down to the next section.
Heritage.
So we talked about strong oak.
Yep, that's what you had
Yeah.
looked at. Most Gorons have bodies of pliable vines and tough stems, but you are covered in sturdy, rough bark, and your legs are stable as roots. You gain +2 circumstance bonus to your fortitude or reflex DC against attempts to grapple or trip you. This bonus also applies to saving throws against effects that would grab you, restrain you, or knock you prone. You also gain a +2 circumstance bonus to acrobatics checks to balance. Sounds good.
Yep. I think it fits the bill much better than anything else on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to
Ancestry.
Yep, ancestry feat. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. We had talked about reincarnation feat, with how he regrows from like a sapling,
Mm-hmm.
or any scrap of him remaining after he dies gets reborn. That is one way to go, but we also had talked about a flexible form.
Prerequisites any heritage except strong oak.
Oh yeah, I think that's why I didn't select it at first.
If you like the flavoring of reincarnation feat, ancient memories may get you what you want from that.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Uh,
if you want to look for something outside of those, we could look at swapping out heritage to Ardande.
the thing with that is that Gorin and Ardande get like the same ancestry feats.
Do they?
They get very similar ones.
They. It looks like you get significantly more with Ardande.
Right. You get elemental eyes, basically just dark vision, elemental lore, which we already have because of our background. Amber soul. Each time a creature deals slashing or piercing to you with a melee strike, your stat codes its weapon or unarmed attack. It takes a -1 circumstance penalty. I don't think the flavor's there, like mechanically. It's
What
a
about
good feat.
Unbowed Unbroken? Your connection to elemental wood
Unbowed.
manifests as resilience, towering trees, rough bark, deep roots, and patient determination. You gain the unwavering resilience reaction. Unwavering resilience reaction. Trigger, you attempt a saving throw against a poison, disease, or mental effect, but you haven't rolled yet. Effect, you tap into the power of the plane of wood, gaining strength and mental fortitude. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus on the triggering save. If you critically succeed on this saving throw, you become bolstered by your success, blossoms, and new growth temporarily sprout all over your body. You gain a number of temporary hit points equal to your level. These temporary hit points last for 1 minute. When their temporary hit points are lost, the verdant growth subsides.
Very nice. I actually quite like that.
And then also, flexible form would be an option
Yes.
because we are no
Yeah. Now
longer
that
strong
we
oak.
swapped it off, I don't think flexible form is like super necessary for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a squeeze basically. It's just you get a critical success instead of if you roll a success to squeeze. That's all you get. Oh, and trained in acrobatics. But
Okay.
yeah,
So,
I think Unbowed Unbroken is a good way to go.
okay.
Cool. I'm glad we got that cleared up. I mean, it's a little unfortunate. Strong Oak is a good
Yeah,
bonus.
we could go
Oh
back
no,
and
it's
go
the balance.
and do that. I'm good either
No,
way, honestly, because honestly,
no,
I feel
because
like either one would give you the Groot
uh,
fantasy.
yeah, exactly. I think this is the way to go. Just because going Strong Oak, we didn't have too many choices of things that worked well for him for ancestry feats. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Class feat. Sorry, actually, before we do class feat, we should do kinetic gate.
Okay.
We're doing single gate.
Single gate wood,
I was thinking fire. No,
and
April
then select
Fools.
element wood.
Cool. And then we can go to class feat now. Here, we can take Halo Splinters, Hardwood Armor, or Timber Sentinel. They're all very good.
Because we get
Yes,
two
we
of
get two
these.
impulses. So a
Oh,
lot
never mind. I was thinking we got two class feats. We get two impulse feats. These are different.
plus it. So they're not different really.
Oh, okay.
So all of those are all the ones I listed plus fresh produce are also impulses. It's just that for your class feat you can take an impulse.
Oh, okay.
We
So
don't really
sort of
need.
like the general feats can also be skill feats.
Yeah, We don't really need Versatile Blast because that gives us poison damage for wood.
Yeah, that doesn't quite fit.
Yeah, Weapon Infusion, we're not using weapons. And then Extended Kinesis. This one's good flavor. I don't mind taking Extended Kinesis.
I think that's the one you had like looked at the most, or you had
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of selected as like your
yeah,
favorite.
exactly. Yeah, I just went quickly through those, through that. But it's definitely good flavor, right? You can expand an element, basically generating or expanding the element of our choice,
Mm-hmm.
being wood. So if there's trees around, you can make them grow. If you do regulate, that doesn't do anything for us.
Yeah, pretty much
Sculpt,
sculpt.
you could do sculpt as well. So I mean, like it's good. It's useless in combat, but it is good, like flavor wise. And like taking flavor where you can is not a bad thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. So extended kinesis for the class feat.
Mhm.
Wood impulse feat.
Yeah. First one up would be hardwood armor. It forms wooden armor on your body. AC bonus of +3, Dex cap of +2, check penalty of -2, speed penalty of -5, and strength of +2, and it's bolt 1. Any bonuses, runes, blah blah blah, are suppressed, but any that could apply to the armor are replicated onto it. That doesn't really apply to us unless you've got like adventuring clothing on, I
You
guess.
would
And
still
then
want to wear the adventure clothing, yeah, so you could have the
yeah,
runes.
yeah. When you use this impulse, you can also generate a shield, a wooden shield in your free hand. You can shield block with this even if you don't have the feat for shield block. The hand wielding the shield counts as a free hand for using impulses. Shield decays in an instant if it becomes broken or leaves your grasp. The armor lasts for 10 minutes, and you can dismiss this impulse. If you use this impulse again, any existing one ends. So basically, like if your shield gets damaged
Mm-hmm.
and you have like an extra action, you could just spend another action to or like spend an action to cast hardwood armor again, and you get a fresh shield and armor, which I think is pretty cool.
So dismiss is capitalized.
Yes, you can dismiss because it's an action. Dismiss is an action.
Is an action? Okay. So
Uh,
it looks like to do hardwood armor again, you would need two actions.
no,
If you use this impulse again, any existing one ends. So you would have
yes,
to one action end it, one action start
no.
it up again.
No, it says you can dismiss this impulse because a lot of like spells and impulses you
Mm-hmm.
can't just dismiss, so they specify when you can, right? So dismissing it would immediately take away any existing armor,
Mm-hmm.
whereas if you just cast this impulse again, any existing one ends, right? Because it wouldn't say any existing one ends if it was just that you had to dismiss it and then do it again.
No. But it says if you use this impulse again, any existing one. This is an impulse. So this
Yes, I
impulse would
know.
end, right? And then you would have to cast it again to start it back up.
No, you can dismiss this impulse. We're gonna go in circles on this. You can dismiss this impulse, right? Uh, Meaning, if you dismiss it, the armor's gone already. If you use this impulse again, any existing one ends. Meaning, it wouldn't make sense to specify that if you had already dismissed the impulse because it would no longer be existing. Do you see what I'm saying? like
Um.
uh, there would be no existing hardwood armor if you had dismissed hardwood armor with
Yes, but
with
you
a
said
fire
you
action.
said dismiss is an action.
Yes, you don't have to dismiss it if you're just replacing the armor. That's what it's saying.
I think we would need to look more into that, whether it's one or two actions.
No, it is raw. I can assure you that it is raw.
Okay. Because to
uh,
me, it reads you have to use two actions.
okay, if you just cover up the dismiss part of this, because this is two different sentences,
Mm-hmm.
it says if you use this impulse again, any existing one ends. Now,
Yes.
if you look at just the other part of that, you can dismiss this impulse. Because you need permission in the rules to be allowed to dismiss a spell or an impulse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because not every spell or impulse is dismissible. That's why they included it. It should have been in a different spot in the text blurb, but c'est la vie.
But yes, so dismiss isn't where the problem is. It's just the last sentence. If you use this impulse again, any existing one ends. So this ends. Okay, wait. I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So if you use this, this one starts up and ends any previously. I was reading that the one action ends it, and then you need to use it again. I see what you're saying. Yes, I understand.
No, yeah. Like if you cast the impulse when you already have the armor on, it ends your previous your previous hardwood armor, and also gives you it also casts the impulse again.
It ends the current and starts the new impulse with the same action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that.
We can edit that out.
I misunderstood.
No, we're good.
No, I'm leaving it in.
Oh, this is going to be a long episode.
Not as long as Moon Knight.
Debatable. I can debate you on everything here.
Nothing.
Well, I'm gonna go grab
even
a
if
drink.
you debated me on everything, Moon Knight's still gonna be longer.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So we got hardwood armor, and then for another impulse feat, Timber Sentinel is perfect here. Hail Splinters is also very good. But I think Timber Sentinel works well.
Holy crap!
What, Protector Tree?
So hold on.
Which one are you looking at?
Hail of Splinters.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Because it's so does
1d4 piercing and 1d4 for persistent
on a basic reflex save. But
and then it levels up every 2 levels. Each type of damage increases by 1d4. So you're so at level 3 you're doing
the persistent. I don't think gets halved, and this because normally the persistent is a rider on the success.
Yeah.
So you're gonna just deal a d4 persistent unless they critically succeed.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting, right?
And then
I mean, if you want to take both, we can change out extended kinesis.
I like extended kinesis for roleplay.
I do too. There might be some chances to take it on level 2.
Protection tree spell rank equal to half your level rounded up.
The class feat at level 2. We don't really get anything other than kinetic activation and voice of elements, which we don't need. So
Hail Splinters really strong. Timber Sentinel feels more like it fits Groot.
I mean, they both fit. Hurtling splinters at people, I think, is something that Groot would do. And could do.
Timber Sentinel, like roleplay wise, out of combat, you can just grow trees.
Yeah.
For funsies,
yeah.
You could grow with a week of downtime. You could grow a forest.
Listen, what we could do is take both of them now, remove extended kinesis, and then level 2 take extended kinesis because we don't really get anything new for class feats that we need.
Oh, you already took Hail Splinters at level 2. Okay, well, it doesn't matter then. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'd say keep extended kinesis.
But sure. It's just
really fun.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, having hardwood armor, having Timber Sentinel, and having, your normal elemental blast, that's enough for level 1.
Yeah, that's true.
Having a third option, for attacks, it isn't super. Sorry, having a second option for attacks at level 1, not always necessary, but taking it at level 2 is probably good.
Oh well, we'll look at level 2 in a minute. Okay, I'm still. Yeah. I was getting into the weeds of it already.
Yeah. All right, so set abilities here.
All right, so Hail Splinters, Hardwood Armor, Timber Sentinel. Set abilities, Strength Con.
So we are taking Hail Splinters instead of Extended Kinesis for now?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Sorry, Strength Con.
Just because it gives you more options at level 1.
Yeah. Which I don't think is necessary. You could do it whichever way you want at home. Strength Con Strength.
Con Strength, Con. Strength, Con, Wisdom, Dex.
Yep.
What is our hardwood armor cap? Dex cap?
2.
Honestly,
it is 2. Bumping it up by 1.
Yeah, trading out a strength for a dex, just so we are a little bit tankier.
Yeah.
Because that 1 point, yeah, I think so. Because that 1 point in Pathfinder is huge.
Yeah, I mean, 1 point to strength is also pretty big, but it's not like deal breaking.
Yeah. And our 2 hit is determined by our con, though. So
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
losing 1 point of damage for a 5% reduced chance of being crit.
Exactly. Yeah. The AC is way more important. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Alright, that. Oh, wait, skill training.
And he doesn't need skills. It's fine.
Acrobatics makes sense.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Athletics.
Which he already gets.
Plane of
Kind
wood.
of wood.
Nature. Wait, I think we get nature already.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we do.
Uh,
Thievery over survival?
Thievery and we could do both. Thievery and survival.
Well, we only get
Are you
3.
missing something? I've only toggled acrobatics, so I get acrobatics, athletics, plane of wood,
So,
nature, and I still have 2 more.
acrobatics, athletics, plane of wood, nature, and then 2 more.
Yeah. Which one are you?
You
Are
had
you
you
like?
had intimidation selected already.
Oh, did I? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
I would do survival and thievery.
survival and thievery. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we could take intimidation instead of thievery. Like it's not a big deal.
hmm
But that's up to whoever wants to do it.
Yeah. And we've got stuff that lean into survival and thievery, so I think that works.
Yeah.
All right. That's level 1.
Level 2, class fee, extended kinesis.
See, I don't know. Voice of elements.
Speak to some trees.
Yeah, speak to the trees. Be the Lorac.
Uh,
What is kinetic activation?
you can use scrolls basically, as long as they are of the element that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's cool. Not for this character, but it is cool.
Extended kinesis. Yeah, I haven't really done a super deep dive on kineticist before. So extended
Yeah,
kinesis.
I like kineticist. It's a fun like weird caster.
hmm
Skill feat.
Oh wait, what does this do?
What are you doing?
I was looking at.
Weapon infusion.
Oh, I don't know. I was okay. Let's do skill feat. I was looking at the barbarian dedication because I had forgotten.
Spoiler
They,
alert: we haven't gone
I
there yet.
I had forgotten about the new barbarian stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Lignius.
Okay,
Lignius
skill feat.
balls. Yep. We don't need to take hefty hauler now, which was my plan.
hmm
See what else we got here.
I kind of like natural medicine.
Natural medicine's cool. Yeah. Yeah. That way you can do nature instead of medicine to treat wounds. It is pretty good. Forager's not bad.
Forager. Yeah, if you're doing it more of an exploration campaign, forager would be
Yep.
very good.
Yeah.
While using survival to subsist, if you roll a result worse than a success, you get a success. On a success, you can provide subsistence, living for yourself and 4 additional creatures, and on a critical success, you can take care of twice as many additional creatures. You can choose to support half the number of creatures with a comfortable living, increase the number of additional creatures you feed on a success to 8 if you're an expert in survival, 16 if you're a master, 32 if you're legendary. That's a lot of people.
Yeah. Both of those are good. A lot of campaigns I know don't do a lot of exploration.
hmm
Uh, so natural medicine is probably better generally.
I think it. I don't know. Does he really do that kind of thing though?
What?
Does,
Natural medicine?
yeah. Does he lean into sort of medicine stuff, or would it make
I
more
mean,
sense for
he's
something
kind of
else?
a gentle giant.
hmm
Helping out his friends, but also Titan wrestler is one that we could go with.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, I think Titan wrestler is probably good. You're getting in like the thick of things. You still have a free hand if you grapple someone, so you can still do all your shit. It's kind of sick.
I think probably Titan wrestler
Yeah,
because you could grapple them and then keep doing your like impulses.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd say let's go with Titan Wrestler.
For archetype, we had looked at, spoiler alert, because you had already spoiled this, Barbarian. It's not like an amazing choice, just because you can't use impulses when you're raging. But I didn't find any really good ones for Groot. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to help me out here, be my
Just a
guest.
quick skim.
I mean, obviously there's Fighter. Fighter's just better.
I think Barbarian fits better than Fighter,
Yes,
honestly.
agreed. And then you we also get
Because
extra
because the problem with
flavor with
Fighter is it's
Ligneous.
gonna give you like attack options, which we're not going to want because
Hmm.
we're gonna focus on our impulses.
Yeah, strike options and stuff like that. Whereas like that doesn't help us.
It's the same
Uh,
thing with like martial artist dedication
yep.
and monk dedication and stuff. I had looked at monk dedication because there is a like twisting forest stance.
Hmm.
Uh, bu- bu- bu-
But that does conflict with some of the kineticist stuff, right?
Yeah,
Because
but
we
it's
do
also
have stances as
level
kinetic.
8, so like you would have to be
Yeah,
16 to even look at it. So it's like it's I don't know, it doesn't really fit. It is kind of neat if you're a monk though. So it's something
let's
to check
go.
out.
Starlit Sentinel.
Nah, not this time.
No, you don't want anime girl transformation group.
Oh wait, what about this? Shield Marshal dedication.
It gives you shield block, right? Which we already have.
It also gives you like courtly graces and stuff. I just like, oh,
Yeah,
shield, maybe he could do more stuff. No.
I
What
know. I looked at it.
what was the like shield archetype? It wasn't Shield Marshal.
Are you talking about Sentinel?
Was it Sentinel? Was that the one that also gave people like
No, that gives you armor. That's it. You're thinking maybe
was Sentinel the one that gives you
Stalwart
the armor?
Defender.
No, there was
Yeah,
a
Sentinel's
oh
armor.
well this might have been pre remaster what I'm thinking of
Yeah,
because it might have been Sentinel. It might have been like old
yeah.
Sentinel.
Bring back 5e Sentinel. It definitely wasn't OP. Trust me. It's not OP. Don't worry about it. I don't see anything great.
Wild Mimic dedication.
Where the hell is that? Wild Mimic? Okay.
Prerequisites trained in nature. Okay, I just want to look at it. I don't even know what this is.
You're
Wild.
trained in Wild Mimic lore, which who knows what that means.
I assume it's like mimics. Is like
Right.
does it like
Fighting in the
give
wilds has
anything
honed
neat?
your understanding of the unique abilities many creatures have. You're trained in Wild Mimic lore, a
What the
special lore
fuck?
skill that can only be used to recall knowledge about creatures to learn their abilities. So
Oh
it's not specifically mimics.
no,
It's
it's not
you're
mimics.
mimicking wild things.
Yeah, it's monk.
um, right.
Okay.
If you have legendary proficiency in nature, you gain expert. Blah blah blah. You can't increase your proficiency in wild mimic lore by any other means. When you succeed at a wild mimic lore check to recall knowledge, you gain +1 circumstance bonus to saving throws against the next attack or ability that the subject of your recall knowledge targets you with. So it's basically like it's a different version of like what's it called? A slightly different version of what's the thing that thaumaturges do? Exploit vulnerability or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Except, yeah, no, it's basically that. You get a
Okay.
+1 to your attack or saving throw against that target, right?
Yeah. So barbarian is gonna give us more health. It's gonna give
Yes.
us a rage, which isn't gonna do a heck of a lot, but it's gonna do some.
Yeah. Like we'll talk about it when we get to Lignius.
Uh, so barbarian dedication. Become trained in athletics. If you are already trained in athletics, you instead become trained in a skill of your choice. You become trained in barbarian class CC. You can use the rage action. While raging, you take a -1 penalty to your AC. Choose an instinct as you would if you were a barbarian. You have an instinct for all purposes, but you don't gain any of the other abilities it grants. If that instinct has anathema, you are bound by them. Alright, so Lignius. Archetype barbarian, choose an instinct. Oh wait, I already read that part. Your rage is powered by the steady growth of the natural world, from the blossoming of flowers to the cultivation of vegetables and the towering, imposing might of the grandest trees. You might be descended from powerful druids or dryads, been exposed to powerful primal magic, or been transformed by the resurgence of the plane of wood. As you unleash your rage, your flesh becomes covered in woody growths, which spread like bark across your body. Anathema, despoiling nature and killing plants unnecessarily, is anathema to your instinct. Defending yourself against plant creatures or hazards is not. Wooden Rage, instinct ability, which we don't get. While raging, you can increase the additional damage from rage from 2 to 6. If you do this, reduce your speed by 10 feet, as the bark plates covering your body are a hindrance to your mobility. This speed reduction can't be overcome by any means, though it can be offset by speed increases. Specialization.
So you're saying we don't get the
Nope.
Wooden Rage with the dedication?
Nope.
Damn.
We can later by taking feats specifically to take it.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've got a lot of like attacking stuff with Kinetic Assist, so like it might not hurt to take it just so that we get that like actual benefit from rage. You know
Okay.
what I mean? We'll look into it.
Well, see, that's the problem with the barbarian archetype is
Yeah.
we
You have
don't
to.
currently get anything from rage. We get temp HP equal to our level. So we will get 2 temp HP when we rage. We can only rage like once per combat.
Hmm.
And while raging, we are -1 AC. That is why I generally don't care for barbarian archetype.
No, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, none of the others like stand out. The only other thing would be like wrestler.
Yeah.
But then I think that's still does it give us anything good?
I don't think it fits his thing too much, right? Like his character too much. Like
Mhm.
taking Titan Wrestler makes sense, but taking more, it just feels like we're going back into Wolverine. You know what I mean?
I don't think Wolverine was. I think you're thinking Hulk.
Oh, right. No, I thought Wolverine also did a wrestler dedication. Could be wrong.
Um,
Doesn't matter.
he did fighter dedication.
Anyways,
We'll
I
we'll
think
get extra health, I guess,
that is kind of why I took Barbarian.
but
It's a
only
little
when
bit
we
of a
take the
throwaway.
barbarian feats. Yeah. If you guys have a better idea for an archetype, let us know in the comments.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We're a little stumped here. No pun intended.
No pun intended. I liked it.
Yeah, thank you.
All
All
right.
right. Level 3?
Skill training level 2.
Oh, my bad. Medicine? No, we don't need it. Oh, yeah, we do, because we didn't take natural medicine. We could do medicine or intimidation.
What did we take? Oh, we
We
took
took,
Titan Wrestler. Yeah.
yeah, we were going to take natural medicine, and we didn't. We could take medicine here.
Okay.
I think it works better than intimidation. Nobody
Yeah.
can understand him, right? So,
We would need the like
yeah,
voice
intimidating
one,
glare.
which then we would have to be expert to take, and that's a whole can of worms.
Where it's like, we don't need to put resources into intimidation.
Okay, hold on. Bear with me. I'm looking at fighter dedication, which you had brought up
Okay,
because you can all fighter has fighter resiliency.
sure.
Yes, fighter. Then at level 4 we can take reactive striker.
Yeah, reactive striker's very very good.
Okay.
I mean, it's better than the hit points we're getting from barbarian. I think.
Because we're getting rage, which we can't really use.
Yeah.
Oh, then I gotta redo.
Yeah, medicine skill training.
Medicine. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think fighter with reactive striker at level 4. That way, can we use our impulses? Because it says to make a melee
A strike.
reactive
Just say
strike.
it.
You lash out a foe that leaves an opening. Make a melee strike against the triggering
Yeah,
creature.
it's just a normal strike, which I mean we're still good at. Won't do a whole lot of damage, but if you get a crit, it disrupts the action. So
Well, I was wondering if we could use elemental blast for that.
no,
Okay.
it's not a strike.
Oh, okay.
You have to use a melee strike.
That
For Rapid
is
Striker.
a boomer.
Yeah, but you're hoping for that crit.
That is true.
You want to do the skill increase first for level 3?
Sure.
Perfect.
Athletics.
All right, athletics.
Yeah, that seems to make the most sense.
Other athletics or survival, but athletics is good.
I think athletics.
Yep.
Lends a little bit more to the playstyle.
Yep. Titan wrestler. We take Die Hard here.
You have toughness.
Yep. No, I was just listing out like options.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, Die Hard's good. Toughness, I think, is better in this scenario.
Increase your maximum hit points by your level. Yep.
Yep.
What is robust health? Why don't I remember this one?
This one, it's heal. You heal the number of hit points you regain from a successful attempt to treat wounds or use battle medicine.
Okay. Yep. Toughness. Maximum hit points. You're going to be on the front lines. Hit points important.
Yep.
You also get extract element at this. Oh, that's a lot of text.
Oh, yes, it is.
You extract elemental matter from a creature's body to weaken it and take its power for your own. Target a creature within 30 feet that has a trait matching one of your kinetic elements or is made of one of your kinetic elements. The target takes 2d4 damage with no damage type and becomes susceptible to your impulses depending on its fortitude save against your class DC. Critical success, the creature is unaffected. Success, the creature takes half damage. You add some of its elemental matter to your kinetic aura. Your impulses bypass any immunity the creature has to their elemental trait or traits, and the target takes a -1 circumstance penalty to its saves and AC against your impulses if the target normally has a resistance that would apply to damage from one of your impulses. Ignore that resistance. If it normally would be immune to that damage type, it instead has resistance equal to its level to the damage of your impulse. You can't target a creature with extract element if elemental matter you extracted from it is already in your kinetic aura. These effects last for 5 minutes or until your kinetic aura ends, whichever comes first. Failure, as success but the creature takes full damage. Critical failure, as failure but the creature takes double damage. And then you increase every 2 levels, increase damage by d4. That's pretty good.
It's situational. It is good if you come across something that is resistant to your attacks.
Well, this seems for, especially for like kineticists that lean into one damage type, this seems like it makes the most sense because it's always been my problem with necromancers. For like, okay, if they do necromancy, they do necromantic damage. Okay, the thing they're supposed to be good with is undead, and all of their damage is resisted by undead.
Yeah, they cannot hurt undead.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think with something like necromancer, like if they're going to do that damage type, it should also ignore resistances to that damage type, or at least like lower the resistance to that damage type. I don't know. Strange, right? That that it wouldn't be able to. Level 4. Oh, we also get will expertise, which is nice. Because that is our lowest stat,
Increase
even with
your proficiency rank will save to expert. Nice.
Which is great since we at level 4 have a +9 in will, and that's our lowest one.
Level 4, free archetype, reactive striker.
Yep.
Class feat. Class feat.
Beach to it. Safe elements is good here. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff you can do with wood kineticist, and they're all pretty thematic to Groot. You know what I mean? Like Groot is just a wood kineticist, in my opinion. So taking anything is fine. Rabble of Thorns is really cool. Safe Elements is what I had selected, and it is very good. And then Tumbling Lumber is kind of funny.
Oh, wait. Pacifying Infusion. If your next action is an impulse, it gains the non-lethal trait. If it has an area, you can exclude creatures you've designated with safe elements. Okay. So this would allow us to use the Hail of Splinters without damaging our allies.
Yep.
Okay, that's huge. Oh yeah, safe
it is
elements.
very big.
Safe elements all the way.
Yep. Rabble of Thorns is also very good.
Tumbling
It's a
lumber. They roll a 10-foot wide,
10-foot.
30-foot. Holy crap!
Yeah,
Each creature 2d8 bludgeoning damage and might be moved by logs depending on its reflex save. Nice.
very cool, right?
Yeah. I think safe elements makes the most sense though.
Yeah.
That gives us, because we have a big AoE that is fairly gnarly at this point. Because even if they succeed, they're still taking 2d4 persistent bleed. Because this is at level 4. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Safe elements?
Yep. Safe elements. Skill feat.
Any level 2s that stand out?
So I had taken Intimidating Glare because I had
Mhm.
taken Intimidation earlier. That was kind of a throwaway. You know, we still have Forager. Level 2's nothing great.
Yeah, those kind of meh. I think Forager probably makes the most sense.
Uh,
Unless we want to do like Assurance for Athletics.
Assurance is always good. I think leave it up to the viewer if they want to like if they have a exploration heavy campaign,
Mhm.
take Forager. If they just want to be better at grappling, take Assurance. And I think we'll take Assurance here.
Alright. And then Athletics for Assurance. Because you can grapple somebody and then just wail on them with an impulse, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just need a free hand, which you have.
Yeah, it's a quick way to give your ranged people that normally can't get off guard.
Yeah, you know what's really funny is you could have your wooden shield from hardwood armor
Mhm.
grapple someone, and you still technically have a free hand for your impulse while holding
That's
a shield
that's
and holding someone.
that is crazy.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That wraps up
We've
for level 5.
we've made it to the end of the road.
Ability boost, strength, con, wisdom, dex.
Yep. He's
Uh,
not very intelligent. He's not very charismatic, because nobody can understand him.
skill increase.
Survival.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Cool. Very nice. Ancestry feat. Did I have something chosen here?
You had quick root, I
A
think.
quick root. Yeah. Prerequisites is just Ardonde, plant trait, or wood trait. Trigger, a creature successfully shoves you or trips you, or you fail a saving throw against an effect that would move you or knock you prone. You react instinctively, sprouting roots from your legs and plunging them deep into the ground to keep your footing. If a force would move you, you move half that distance to a minimum of 5 feet. If you would be knocked prone, resolve the effect, then you stand.
Ooh.
Special. This feat gains the trait for your ancestry.
Getting an auto stand on a prone is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. You get kip up basically without a reaction. Oh no, well it is a reaction.
What is Trees Ward? Oh, okay. Eh.
Yeah.
It's another protector tree option,
Tree
which we already
speech.
got. Speak with flowers.
So, sorry, primal innate spell means that it scales with your level, right?
I think innate spells automatically scale with charisma.
Ooh. Yeah. If you don't have a spellcasting modifier, it defaults to charisma. You are right. But protector tree doesn't
Care about your
have like a
stats.
to hit. Like
Yeah.
like there's no to hit for it. So hold
And
on.
this would scale with your level instead
That's what I'm
of.
saying.
Is
Yeah.
the other one? But we already get protector tree, right?
Yes, but it's level 1. Wait. Hold on.
It's half your level rounded up.
Right. Rounded up. So you would get half your level rounded up. So you'd be at level 2, which means you'd still only have level 1 spells.
Yeah.
Correct? If
But well,
we
I'm talking about at level 5 when you would have it, so it would be level 2, or
Oh wait, no.
it would be level 3 because it's half your
So
level.
so looking at I took trees ward just so that I can look at the spell list.
Mm-hmm.
Innate spells, it says primal spell rank 1 and protector tree.
Oh,
So
I
it
guess
looks
it
like it does
doesn't
not scale.
auto heighten.
I guess not. I guess I'll look at Nethys real quick.
Because I assumed it should heighten based on your level.
Innate spells. Okay.
So primal innate spell once per day.
Read it for the class.
That was it.
I didn't even hear it.
Oh no, I didn't read the spell. I was just reading Tree's Board again.
Oh, okay.
You can cast Protect a Tree as a primal innate spell once per day.
Okay, so I'm reading innate spells on Nethys, the rules for innate spells. Certain spells are natural to your character. I can skip all this. Innate spells don't let you qualify for abilities that require you to be a spellcaster. Those require you to have spell slots. The ability that gives you an innate spell tells you how often you can cast it, usually once per day, and it's magical tradition. Innate spells are refreshed during your daily preparations. Innate cantrips are cast at will and automatically heightened as normal for cantrips unless otherwise specified. When you gain an innate spell, you become trained in the spell attack modifier and spell DC's stats. At level 12, these proficiencies increase to expert. Unless noted otherwise, charisma is your spellcasting attribute modifier. That doesn't really pertain to us for
this spell in particular, yeah.
If you have an innate spell, you can cast it even if it's not of a spell rank you can normally cast. This is especially common for monsters. You can't use your spell slots to cast your innate spells, but you might have an innate spell and also be able to prepare or cast the same spell through your class. You also can't heighten innate spells, but some abilities grant innate spells might give you the spell at a higher rank than its base rank. So it looks like it does not heighten.
It gives it to us at a base rank, which we've already got a better version, so there's no reason to take this.
Exactly. We have a scaling version. Yeah. Bummer. I mean, taking another cast of it wouldn't be bad if it was better.
Quick Root.
Quick Root is good.
Yeah. Expand the portal impulse feat.
Yes. So I had down that we're doing Aura Junction. We can take a look at the other ones.
Wait. Well, Aura Junction isn't an option on this.
Expand the portal, select Junction, Aura Junction. Woodgate Junction.
Oh, I was looking at the expand the portal impulse feat because I hadn't looked at expand the portal.
My bad. Okay. Right.
Okay, expand the portal, and then you had Aura Junction.
Aura Junction. Yeah, we could take a look at the rest of them as well.
Okay. Elemental resistance. I have yet to come across. Okay, poison. Okay, I was gonna say I've yet to come across anything that does wood.
Wood damage.
Aura Junction.
Yeah, it's still not a good one.
Life-giving blossom spring up around you. An ally that begins this turn, your aura gains 1 temporary hit points that lasts until the start of the next turn. Increases 2 temporary hit points, level 10, 3 at 15.
The temp HP is not amazing.
Yeah, it's not great. So it doesn't give you the temp HP either.
No.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Because that would have been cool if it gave you 1 temp HP each turn.
Yeah.
Critical Blast happens when you get a critical success. Critical effect. If the target of the critical hit is adjacent to a surface, roots entanglement, the target is immobilized and must spend an interact action to attempt a DC 10 athletics check to pull itself free. The target doesn't become stuck if it's incorporeal, is liquid, or can otherwise escape without effort. That one's not bad.
You know what? I don't know why I clicked Aura Junction. I think I meant to do Critical Blast.
Okay, I was going to say, because this is, like, immobilized.
Way better.
And they're going to have to usually use an action to break it, so they're not smacking you with that action, so that's nice.
Skill Junction gives you, it gives you
status bonus
training, which we already have. You instead become trained in a skill of your choice. When your kinetic aura is active, you gain a +1 bonus to the listed skill, +2 at level 10, which is like pretty good, right? Like a +1 to your survival, and it gives you terrain expertise for forest, but it's situational.
How does expand the portal work? Because Wood Impulse Junction, you gain temporary hit points equal to your level that lasts until the start of your next turn. So this is anytime you use the impulse, this just happens?
Yes. Anything with the impulse tag.
If we're going for tanky,
Wood Impulse Junction.
Wood Impulse Junction, yeah, because it's temp HP. So like when we re-up our shield, we'll get our temp HP back. Whenever we use Hail of Splinters, we get our temp HP back. Honestly, I think that one.
Everything.
Yeah.
Elemental Blast is also an impulse.
Really? Okay. Then
everything is an impulse, basically.
That seems very strong for level 5.
It's disgusting.
And this isn't even the, like, thing we're choosing to do. This is the bonus.
Yeah.
To overcritical blast, so it's an immobilized versus a scaling temp HP. Because see, this is way better than rage. Because rage gives you temp HP equal to your level when you rage. But you have to specifically use the one action rage, which then you have to take other feats to bypass the like action limit per combat for rage. This is insane. Yep. That's just so much better than rage.
Honestly, I can check. Level 5. Yes, I did.
Because like the critical blast, that's great. As a kineticist, you're not critting as often as like a gunslinger or a fighter, so it's good, and like it's a good to burn actions and stuff. But like Wood Impulse Junction is just so good. Expand the portal, Impulse Feat.
Expand the portal, Impulse Feat. I was thinking Ravel of Thorns. It's a very good, very, very good. I mean, there's also Fresh Produce that is very good. That's level 1. It's plus 2, so we get it at...
vegetable seed or fruit. Choose a creature in your kinetic aura. How big is your aura, usually? 5 feet, or is it bigger?
No, I think it's a 10-foot emanation. Hold on. 10-foot emanation.
Okay.
Rebel of Thorns.
Yeah, because it seems good, especially for like a more tankier person trying to lock people down.
Yeah, especially with safe elements.
Yeah.
Think about it that way.
The scaling damage is not great. The damage isn't the big thing. It's mainly the...
It's the circumstance bonus to their speeds, yes. Yeah. Hazardous terrain, they take damage consistently. And it's a stance, like you sustain it. Or not even sustain it, you have it always.
Yeah.
Unless you move. If you move, the thorns disappear.
Okay. And then they reappear at the end of your turn. Tumbling Lumber is just another thing, but we've already got the Hail of Thorns or Hail of Splinter or whatever.
Yeah.
Hail of Splinters, that's what it is. So that sort of already does that?
Yeah, exactly.
I think Ravel of Thorns.
It's also plus level +3 Tumbling Lumber. Yeah, Ravel of Thorns.
I feel like that makes more sense.
It makes sense, and it is a very good like debuff while also not affecting your allies. Now that we have save elements, because it's not like save elements is not just that they don't take damage from your abilities; they are immune to the damage and drawbacks of your kinetic aura.
Yeah, which is awesome. That's huge. All right, that wraps up level 5.